It might not. There we go! I was gonna say, I really should have figured this out before. I forget that it also doesn't really like to show the full screen application until you actually click into it. Okay. That's all the downloadable content. It's got everything. Okay, that's fine. New game! The champion's rise to power is shrouded in mystery, but no one questions that the champion was... Bleh? Hello? What? Okay, well. Male rogue. Rogues can wield a dagger in each hand or rain arrows from a distance. They are particularly adept at tearing down individual opponents and are the only class that can pick locks or disarm traps. I already basically know what I want to do, but... Wait a minute. I know that dwarf, and I know that symbol.
I've had gentler invitations.
I am Cassandra Pentecost, Seeker of the Chantry.
I am playing Dragon Age 2, right?
What are you seeking?
The champion.
Which one?
You know exactly why I'm here.
Oh, Jesus!
Time to start talking.
Maker!
They tell me you're good at it.
What do you want to know?
Everything. Start at the beginning.
Okay. Okay. I'm seated. I'm sat. I'm here. I'm listening. Oh shit. Oh, the Darkspawn got a glow up.
Scouts. We will have to fight them sooner or later.
Then we make our stand here. Prepare yourself.
Oh boy. Okay. Okay. Bethany. Oh shit. Okay. Oh, combat's a little different. I see. Can I actually, like, dodge shit? Okay, cool. Cool. Damn. Okay, Hawke. Okay, Hawke.
We can't keep this up forever.
I'm right beside you.
We'll make it through this together.
Here they come. Shall I deal with them?
Do it.
All yours, sister.
Damn, bitch. what a rush. Okay. Stealth. Explosive strike. Yeah, let's fucking do that. What is that? Evade? Okay. Okay. Did I just... Okay, wow. Okay, cool. Okay, Bethany. Incredible. Is there no tactical view? Oh no. I miss having tactical view. Shit. Okay. Okay. This is kind of ridiculous. Holy hell. Okay. Holy Jesus. Okay. Damn. All right. They really upped some abilities here, didn't they? I don't like that. Oh, that's a big boy. That's a big boy. Oh shit, alright. I'm not even a Grey Warden, I can kick ogre ass. Eat shit.
There's no end to them.
Uh-oh. I'm level 1! I can't fight a dragon yet!
That's not what really happened.
Does that not match the story you've heard, Seeker?
I'm not interested in stories. I came to hear the truth.
What makes you think I know the truth?
Don't lie to me. You knew him even before he became the champion.
Even if I did, I don't know where he is now.
Do you have any idea what's at stake here?
Let me guess. Your precious chantry's fallen to pieces and put the entire world on the brink of war. And you need the one person who could help you put it back together.
The champion was at the heart of it when it all began. If you can't point me to him, tell me everything you know.
You aren't worried I'll just make it up as I go?
Not at all.
You just accused him of that, Cassandra.
The whole story.
Okay. No. I kind of really do just like default Hawke, although I'm gonna play around with it a little bit, but I think I'm gonna keep him pretty close to default. I like that one. Right here. I wish there were like arrows for this. What the fuck was the default hair for him? Some of these hair options are is that it? That's it. Goodness gracious. Give him some mutton chops. He just looks so young without any kind of facial hair. Big bushy eyebrows. I wish the mustache was not quite as thick. I don't like that though. Damn Lincoln ass looking beard. Okay. we're just gonna stick with the preset. I don't think that there's anything. I don't really feel like tweaking this. Background. Yeah. All right. No, your name is not Garrett. Name is Orion. Yeah. Firm. Alrighty. Orion Hawke, your time to shine. Normal difficulty is fine. The only thing I'm gonna need to save once I get out of a cutscene.
The Blight have been unleashed on Ferelden. Dark spawn poured out of the wilds.
Need to put subtitles on.
Me at the ruins of Ostagar. The battle was a disaster. King Cailan died on the field with his men, betrayed by his most trusted general. Unopposed, the Horde marched on the village of Lothering. The village burned, and many innocents were slaughtered. The champion's family barely escaped in time.
Shit.
I think that's all of them.
For the moment,
Make us save us. We've lost it all. Everything your father and I built.
Sorry, Mother.
I know how much Lothering meant to you, but we have to move.
Yes, you're right.
we should have run sooner. Why did we wait so long?
Why are you looking at us? We've been running since Ostagar.
Speaking of running...
Not to interrupt, but the Blight's not going to wait while we stand here pointing fingers.
Please, listen to your brother.
Then let's go. Lead on.
Ferelden Shortbow, 1 tactics lock, codex updated. Alrighty. How do I pull up settings? System menu, okay. Options. Audio. Subtitles, always on. Please, for the love of God, give me subtitles. I need subtitles. I can't hear without my subtitles. Okay. That... good. Okay. Everything's on the side now. Okay. Find a way past the Darkspawn Horde. Codex updated. Herlock, taller than their average Genlock. Taller than their Genlock cousins, the Herlocks are roughly human-sized but are possessed of considerable strength and constitution. The shock troop of the Darkspawn, a single berserking Herlock can often be a match for numerous opponents at once. They are known to adorn themselves with roughly carved tattoos to keep track of their kills and deeds, though it is unknown whether there or not there is a uniform standard to these markings. Babari Warhound! Babari, 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 Babari. Dogs are an essential part of Ferelden culture, and no dog is more prized than the Mabari. The breed is as old as myth, said to have been bred from the wolves who served Dane. Prized for their intelligence and loyalty, these dogs are more than mere weapons or status symbols. The hounds choose their masters and pair with them for life. To be the master of a Mabari anywhere in Ferelden is to be recognized instantly as a person of worth. The Mabari are an essential part of Ferelden military strategy. Trained hounds can easily pull knights from horseback or break lines of pikemen, and the sight and sound of a wave of war dogs howling and snarling has been known to cause panic among even the most hardened infantry soldiers. Darkspawn. Those who sought to claim heaven by violence destroyed it. What was golden and pure turned black. Those who had once been mage lords, the brightest of their age, were no longer men but monsters. Threnodies 12:1. Sin was the midwife that ushered the Darkspawn into this world. The Magisters fell from the Golden City, and their fate encompassed all our worlds, for they were not alone. No one knows where the Darkspawn came from, a dark mockery of men, in the darkest places they thrive, growing in numbers as a plague of locusts will. In raids, they will often take captives, dragging their victims alive into the deep roads, but most evidence suggests these are eaten. Like spiders, it seems Darkspawn prefer their food still breathing. Perhaps they are simply spawned from the darkness. The name Darkspawn? Certainly we know that evil has no trouble perpetuating itself. The last blight was in the Age of Towers, striking once again at the heart of Tevinter, spreading south into Orlais and east into the Free Marches. The plagues spread as far as Ferelden, but the withering and twisting of the land stopped well beyond our borders. Here, Darkspawn have never been more than the stuff of legends. In the northern lands, however, particularly Tevinter and the Anderfells, they say Darkspawn haunt the hinterlands, preying on outlying farmers and isolated villages, a constant threat. From Ferelden, Folklore and History by Sister Petrine, Chantry Scholar. Orion Hawke, the son of Malcolm Hawke and Leandra Amell. Orion has lived in many places throughout Ferelden. His father and younger sister Bethany were apostate mages, thus the family was constantly on the move, avoiding Templar hunters. Oh, interesting. 10 years ago, the family settled in the village of Lothering, building a home on the outskirts and making a life where they wouldn't forever be on the run. Though Leandra worried constantly that the Templars would one day catch up with them, Malcolm kept his abilities a secret and taught his daughter to do the same. Isn't Amell the last name of the human mage warden? Interesting. They could be cousins. He died 3 years ago, leaving Orion responsible for the welfare of his mother and younger siblings. When the Blight began, Orion and Carver quickly enlisted in King Cailan's regiment. The horde spilling from the Korcari wilds meant their home would be quickly overrun if the Darkspawn were not defeated immediately. However, the Battle of Ostagar ended with the betrayal and death of King Cailan. Orion and Carver barely escaped the chaos with their lives and returned to Lothering to get their mother and Bethany out with only there. Art of War. Ooh. Each class has a special status effect that can set up cross-class combo in which the character... Oh, I should read this. This seems important. In which a character of one class uses a talent or spell to hinder an enemy with an effect before a character of another class exploits it using another spell or talent. This produces a tremendously powerful attack. Each of the status effects that enable a cross-class combo also applies a penalty to the victim. If the cross-class combo is completed successfully, the effect and its penalty dissipate, but the great damage inflicted by a cross-class combo more than makes up for this loss. Brittle. Mages can make enemies brittle using any of several upgraded spells from the primal and elemental schools. Warriors can exploit brittle using upgraded talents from the two-handed school, or rogues can do so using upgraded talents from the archery school. Critical damage plus 50%. Okay, cool. Ferelden shortbow. Yay, inventory. Cool. Equip new. Blah, blah, blah. Do I have? Am I able to? Junk. I love that it tells me I have junk. Oh, is he a two-handed fighter? Okay. Requires archery, which I guess I don't have. Okay. Oh my god. Okay. Holy moly. Okay.
Let's make this quick.
Oh god. Ah! So glad that summon Mabari. Hawke summons, excuse me, Hawke summons the family's faithful Mabari hunt to fight alongside the party. Okay. Oh jeez.
Come back here. Go down.
Hooray, I've leveled up. One of your characters has gained a level. Press escape and select level up to choose new abilities. Cool. When a character levels up, you receive points to spend on both attributes and abilities. Cool. Ooh, okay. I have a feeling I'm gonna have a very similar build to Ilaria. Abilities highlighted in blue can be learned. Diamond icons represent active abilities that have an instant effect. Hexagons. I didn't catch all that. That's fine. Yeah, it was like sustained abilities. Yeah, I guess I can. That I think is definitely something I want to. We're gonna start with backstab. Backstab and evade. Oh no, wait. Just kidding. I was hitting the wrong button. I thought I got to choose more than one. Okay. Huh. How do I loot bodies? That is incredibly important to me. I must be able to loot bodies. Tiger's Eye fragment. I'll take all the loot. I love all the loot. I love treasure. Okay. Alrighty. Oh, it doesn't make that doom noise anymore. That's unfortunate.
Where are we going?
Away from the Darkspawn, where else?
And then where? We can't just wander aimlessly.
First things
We
first.
stay alive. That's the only thing we need to worry about right now.
We can go to Kirkwall.
Kirkwall?
Kirkwall?
Are you sure that's
What's in
wise?
Kirkwall?
There's a lot of Templars in Kirkwall, Mother. I know that, but we still have family there, and an estate. Then we need to get to Guarin and take ship.
If we survive that long, I'll just be happy to get out of here.
Now we fight!
Carver, can you chill? Uh-oh. Uh-oh, a Templar. Oh no! Oh, get him! Get him, girl! Get him, girl! I don't know who you are, but hell yeah!
Not have you. Not while I breathe.
Who are you? Okay. Oh, it missed. Okay, that was... Oh, my backstab isn't ready yet. Okay, that's fine. Ah, but it is now. Oh, jeez! Holy moly, Bethany!
Stop squirming, Wesley. You'll make it worse.
Apostate, keep your distance.
Well, the Maker has a sense of humor. Darkspawn and now a Templar. I thought they all abandoned Lothering.
The Spawn are clear in their intent, but a mage is always unknown. The Order dictates.
Hey, get the fuck away from my sister.
Wesley.
That woman is an apostate. The Order dictates.
Get the fuck away from her. Back off.
Dear, they saved us. The Maker understands.
Of course.
I am Aveline Valenne. This is my husband, Sir Wesley.
Husband?
We'll meet each other when we're safe from the Horde.
How did you survive the Horde?
For a while, it looked like we were the only ones to escape the Darkspawn.
We aren't free of them yet. Just like at Ostagar, this is just the start.
You were there. Yes, I see it now. Third Company, under Captain Varrel.
Then you saw how the whole of the army was defeated.
We fell to betrayal, not the Darkspawn. This arm of the Horde will not have the same advantage.
Why are you out here?
A strange time to be hunting apostates. His fellows left with the Chantry priests.
I was traveling to Denerim on business for the Order, but I had to turn south when I heard of Ostagar.
Bad luck and judgment brought us together here before the attack. The nice Templar has been convinced to postpone his hunt for illegal mages. So let's not dwell upon it, shall we?
Wise girl.
Can you be trusted?
You're quick to offer your allegiance.
Another blade between us and the Darkspawn? Yes, please.
So long as the Horde is their first concern.
My duty is clear, but that is for another day, if we are granted that opportunity.
We will be fine. We all will.
Can he keep up? We have to go.
How bad is that wound?
I think my sword arm's a loss, even with healing.
You will
Oh.
have mine, as always.
Okay.
For now, we move with you. North is cut off. We barely escaped the main body of the Horde.
Then we're trapped. The wilds are to the south, that's no way out.
We have no choice. The Darkspawn have us fenced in. We go south.
Come on, Mom. Friendship plus 10. Carver rivalry? What the fuck is that all about? Okay. Oh, no. We're gonna take a healing spell. I learned from the last game. Always give your mage a healing spell early on. Alright, what does he have right now? He's got pommel strike. Okay. Two-handed. We'll take mighty blow.
Keep sharp.
Blessed Andraste, guide our foot to the Maker's side.
Is there anything to loot? Is there anything to loot? Oh, wait, is that the direction we need to go? Okay.
They're trying to...
Uh-oh. Oh, she's got a fucking shield. Okay, radical. Oh shit, Bethany. I think Aveline and him can take care of this. I'm gonna fucking hope they can, cause gonna end this is gonna break real fucking bad otherwise. Okay, let's... I love having bombs. I love having bombs. Please tell me I didn't actually throw that at Carver. That would kind of not be great for my relationship with my brother if I just almost murdered him. And my relationship with him already isn't great.
I think that's the last of them.
Gonna loot the bodies. Gonna loot the bodies. An injury kit, nice. How do I see if I'm injured? Ooh, a lyrium potion, nice. You have received a potion. To use a potion, click on the icons. Been very good about it. Oh my god, there's so many of them.
Here we go.
Should the rogue be running in first thing? Probably not, but you know what? Carver and Aveline are not fast enough, so... Ah! God, the frickin'... The speed at which I move is horrifying.
There's more of them.
How do I get up there? Ugh. Oh, Aveline's probably got that, to be honest. Is there more? Are there more? Holy moly. Fuck off, Darkspawn. Ooh. A belt? Plus 11 attack. Holy shit. That's an insane amount of attack bonus. Wesley, where did you come from? Jesus. Maker. A vial of Darkspawn blood. The fuck am I gonna do with that? Hey, how much inventory space do I have? Like, did that save? I don't know. Okay.
You're not getting
Emissary Apprentice? Oh, I don't like that. Game that. Okay, Aveline, can you haunt him? Oh, Jesus. Bethany, can you heal me? Oh, dang. Bethany's heal does so much damage. Hello? Can you move just a little bit faster? I would like to rescue my sister, please. Damn, Bethany!
Quickly, before they regroup. We must press towards the wilds.
But what about loot? Did that emissary apprentice not even have anything for me? That's so fucking lame. Hey, fuck that shit. Fuck that noise. I want loot, damn it. Okay. Okay. Alright, next I'm gonna take evade. What have we got for her? Shield bash is a good option. Stonewall. Turn the blade. Ooh. Warding off the elements to you know what? I think for now we're gonna take shield. Yeah, no, for now I think we're gonna take shield bash for her. Hey! Korcari Wilds. It is said that in the midst of the Black Age, when werewolves stalked the lands of Ferelden in numbers that kept every farmholder indoors and a hound on every doorstep, a powerful Arl of the Alamari peoples stood and declared that he would put an end to this threat. His Arling stood on the border of the dark forest on the southern border of the Ferelden Valley, and he claimed that the werewolves used the forest to launch their midnight assaults on humanity. For 20 years, this Arl led an army of warriors and hounds deep into the forest. In his hunt for the werewolves, he slew not only every wolf he came upon, but also every member of the chastened wilder folk. Ooh. Any one of them, he said, could harbor a demon inside and thus be a werewolf in disguise. For 20 years, the forest rang with screams and the rivers ran red. The tales say that an old chastened woman found her sons all dead at the Arl's blades. She pulled one of those very blades from one son's heart and plunged it into her own chest, cursing the Arl's name as she did so. Where her blood touched the ground, a mist began to rise. It spread and spread until it was everywhere in the forest. The Arl's army became lost, and it is said that they died there. Others say they wander still. The ruins of his Arling stand to this day, filled with the ghosts of women waiting eternally for their husbands to return. Ooh. The Forest of Legend is, of course, the Korcari Wilds. There are many legends about the great southern forests, as there are shadows, or so the saying goes. The chastened wilder folk have made their home there since mankind first came to these lands, and the wild lands spread as far into the south as anyone has ventured. Beyond the mists are vast tracts of snow, white-capped mountains, and entire fields of ice. It is a land too cold for mankind to survive, yet the chastened eke out an existence there, even there, and they tell of horrors beyond the wilds that the lowland folk could not begin to comprehend. But to most, Ferelden simply ends with the Korcari Wilds. There is nothing beyond. The Wilds is a land of great trees, wet marshes, and dangerous monsters. What more need be said? From Land of the Wilders by Mother Eyeless, Chantry Scholar 918 Dragon. Codex updated. Oh. City of Kirkwall. Oh, hey, I didn't realize I had a codex entry in there. I'm going to take a sip of beverage first. Kirkwall once lived on the edge of the Tevinter Imperium and was home to nearly 1 million slaves. Stolen from elven lands or shipped from across from the sea, all slaves fed the Imperium's unquenchable thirst for expansion. They worked in massive quarries and sweltering foundries that produced stone and steel for the Empire. The city's complicated past is not easy to forget, history having earmarked many corners of the Stone City. A ship approaching the harbor spots the city's namesake, an imposing black wall. It is visible for miles, and carved into the cliffside are a pantheon of vile guardians representing the old gods. Over a year, the Chantry has effaced many of these profane sentinels, but it will take many more years to erase them all. Also carved into the cliff is a channel that permits ships into the city's interior. Flanking the channel are 2 massive bronze statues, the twins of Kirkwall. The statues have a practical use. Kirkwall sits next to the narrowest point of the waking sea, and a massive chain net can be erected between the statues and the lighthouse, closing off the only narrow navigable lane. The stranglehold on sea traffic is jealously guarded by the ever-changing rulers of the city as the net trolls taxes, tolls, and extortions from the sea. From In Pursuit of Knowledge, the Travels of a Chantry Scholar by Brother Jenna TV. That's my boy. An honest answer regarding apostates. Ooh. A mage who does not receive the teachings of the circle and who does not have the words of Andraste in her heart is an apostate and a danger to us all. Without the guidance of the holy chantry, a mage may foolishly dabble in the darker arts, blood magic or demon summoning, thus becoming Maleficarum, and a mage's mind will ever be a doorway to spirits of the Fade. Without proper instruction, this doorway remains open and unsecured. If a demon should come through this doorway and possess a mage, an abomination is created. Abominations know only madness. They cannot be reasoned with and will slaughter man, woman, and child without thought. Whole cities have fallen to these creatures. Thousands have died at their hands. The Chantry and her Templars have a duty to ensure that this does not happen. If I knew a better way to deal with magic, I would seize upon it immediately. You say we should let the mages guard themselves. I tell you that this is no solution. Look at the Tevinter Imperium. Their magisters do not know restraint. Without Chantry oversight, the magisters abuse their power. Those without magic are trampled underfoot and forced to serve. Slaves are slaughtered by the hundreds to feed the magisters' hunger for power. Even some mages are not spared, for in mages, as in all humans, there exists a spectrum. On one end, the very powerful. On the other end, those that can barely light a candle. The Empire cares only for the strongest, and those who do not compare favorably are thrown to the wolves. Imagine your children growing up in such a world. If a mage asked it of you, you would have to give him your daughter, not knowing what his plans for her might be. You could not resist him, and neither could she. Without our Templars and without the Circle, the common man would have no defense against magic. We must deny the mages certain freedoms for the common good. I wish there was another way. I tell the apprentices this is a test of their faith, that it is the will of the Maker. Many understand that we do what we do for their own good. Excerpt of a letter from Grand Cleric Francesca of Starkhaven to Lord Guthrie Abholes. I disagree with so much of that on a fundamental level. I don't think that basing the entire way that you handle mages and the dangerous power that they possess because of one kingdom's abuse of the power. It's not a good example to set. I understand that and believe me, if you have listened to or if you have watched any of my streams, you know I hate I hate I don't care for the Tevinter Imperium. I think the Tevinter Imperium can go fuck itself. It can get fucked. That being said, mages don't choose to be mages. It is not as though... Hey, this looks familiar. It is not as though they get to make that decision.
You soulless bastards!
Carver! No!
Here we go!
Oh, God. Okay. Codex updated. Carver Hawke. Carver grew up surrounded by magic he couldn't truly understand. He cared deeply for his family, but sometimes felt like the stupidest person in the room. Carver foundered in Lothering, caught between the gifts of his apostate sister Bethany and the growing skill of his more focused sibling Orion. No. Carver. But even as Carver groused about his lot, he remained dedicated to protecting those he loved. He didn't think twice about sacrificing himself to save his mother during the flight from the Darkspawn. Although Carver struggled to find his way in life, there was gratification knowing his death had purpose. No! Have I already killed my brother? No! Yeah, okay. You're good, Bethany. Continue as you were. Oof. That didn't work. Okay. Sorry, Bethany, or not Bethany, Aveline. Gotta help my sister. I've already lost one sibling today. I'm not losing another. That being said, Bethany, if you would like to help keep Aveline alive, that would be rad as hell. Okay, Bethany. Oh. Nope. Okay, cool. Ooh, radical.
Carver, wake up. The
Oh
battle's
no.
over. We're fine.
I'm sorry, mistress. Your son is gone.
No, these things will not take Carver.
He died bravely.
Carver gave himself to save us.
I don't want a hero. I want my son. How could you let him charge off like that? Your little brother. My little boy.
Mother, we can't stay here. Carver wouldn't want his sacrifice to be meaningless.
Allow me to commend your son's soul to the Maker, mistress. Ashes we were, and ashes we become. Maker, give this young man a place at your side. Let us take comfort in the peace he has found in eternity.
I will never forget you, Carver.
I don't like this. I don't like this. It's the best we can give.
Our lives are more valuable to him than our prayers. Let's go.
Flames. We're too late.
Oh.
Be ready!
Ah! Holy moly. Run, Mom, run.
There's no end to them.
Oh shit. Okay. Dragon! Oh no! Hey wait, this seems familiar. Okay. Interesting. We should be running while this dragon is distracting the Darkspawn. Why are we just standing here? Oh shit! What the fuck? Hello?
Well, what have we here?
Is that Flemeth? Is that Flemeth?
It used to be we never got visitors to the wilds, but now it seems they arrive in hordes.
Thank you for saving
I
us.
don't know what we would have done if you hadn't arrived.
I do. You would have perished. You still may. If you wish to flee the Darkspawn, you should know you are heading in the wrong direction.
Yeah, gee, no shit.
You can't just leave us here.
Can I not? I spotted a most curious sight. A mighty ogre vanquished. Who could perform such a feat? But now my curiosity is sated, and you are safe for the moment. Is that not enough?
We need to get out of here.
We won't be able to get through the Darkspawn on our own.
They are everywhere, or soon will be. Where is it you plan to run to?
We need to get to Kirkwall, in the Free Marches.
Kirkwall? My, but that is quite the voyage you plan. Your king will not miss you,
He is dead.
King Cailan was betrayed. There's nothing for me here.
I see. Hurtled into the chaos, you fight, and the world will shake before you.
Man, if that is Flemeth, she got an upgraded design. Holy hell, she looks rad as hell.
Chance. I can never decide. It appears fortune smiles on us both today. I may be able to help you yet.
We could use the help.
Anything you could do for us would be appreciated.
Maybe we shouldn't trust her. I don't even know what she is.
She's a
I
dragon.
know what she is. The Witch of the Wilds.
Some call me that. Also Flemeth.
It is Flemeth.
Belenar, an old hag who talks too much.
Only your daughter calls you that.
Does it matter? I offer you this. I will get your group past the Horde in exchange for a simple delivery to a place not far out of your way. Would you do this for a Witch of the Wilds?
Why not go yourself?
You would go through all that trouble to have something delivered.
I have an appointment to keep. It is far more convenient this way. Happily, you're not without your own needs.
Witch of the
What
Wilds.
is a Witch of the Wilds exactly?
A chastened legend. Witches that steal children.
Bah, as if I had nothing better to do.
You're an apostate?
Yes, just like you.
What will we be facing?
How much trouble will this delivery be exactly?
About as much trouble as my saving your lives not 5 minutes ago.
We need to know details.
That's a lot to ask without telling us what this involves.
It's nothing more dangerous than one so capable can handle.
What do the rest of you think?
Should we trust her?
Wesley is injured. We'll never escape the Darkspawn.
If you need to, leave me behind.
Oh, he already looks
No.
like he's
I
corrupted.
said I would drag you out if I had to, and I meant it.
He's already got the taint. Agreed.
We don't have much choice.
We never do. There is a clan of Dalish elves near the city of Kirkwall. Deliver this amulet to their keeper, Marathari.
Oh!
Do as she asks with it, and any debt between us is paid in full. Before I take you anywhere, however, there is another matter.
Oh no.
No, leave him alone.
What has been done to your man is within his blood already.
You lie!
She's right, Aveline. I can feel the corruption inside me.
What corruption?
What are you talking about?
From the dark spawn. All that blood. I knew when it happened.
And how much time before you?
Not long now, if I am any judge.
We have to help him.
There must be something we can do.
The only cure I know of is to become a Grey Warden.
Uh-oh.
And they all died at Ostagar.
Not all of them.
But the last are now beyond your...
Oh, thanks, Flemeth. Yeah.
Aveline, listen to me.
You can't ask me this. I won't.
Please. The corruption is a slow death. I can't.
Up to you.
He's your husband, Aveline. I can't decide his fate.
Be strong, my love.
Oh, man, this prologue is already like so much sadder than the Origins one. At least for the Dalish Elf. I don't know how hard like any of the other Origin openings are, but holy shit. We're already 2 down. Fuck. Shit.
Without an end, there can be no peace. It gets no easier. Your struggles have only just begun.
Flemeth,
I thought that might interest you.
you expect me to believe a myth swooped out of the wild to save the champion?
Oh, come now, Seeker. Do I need to recite the tale of the Warden as well?
No. Perhaps I shouldn't be surprised to hear of her involvement.
I liked my version better, too.
What else aren't you telling me, then? Did she send someone with the champion?
In a matter of speaking.
So it's true. Continue. But if you tell me they all flew to Kirkwall on a dragon...
Nothing so fanciful, I assure you. The witch kept her word and got them to Guaran, where they took ship. They sailed north across the waking sea, lashed by terrible storms. 2 weeks they spent in that dark hold, packed in with the fearful and the desperate.
Excuse me.
And then they saw it. Kirkwall, the city of chains.
Oh, what a lovely
Long ago,
epithet.
it was part of the Imperium. Slaves coming from far and wide to work the quarries. Now, it's a free city, but I use the word loosely. Sail through those black cliffs and you'll see what the slaves of old saw. The gallows, welcoming you. That's where their ship landed, with all the rest.
Oh, man. Have I talked about how pretty the assets and scenery and scene setting for Dragon Age is? Because, goddamn, it's gorgeous.
They're not letting anyone into the city. What?
That can't be.
It's true. Look at them all.
They're Fereldans, just like us. Fleeing for their lives.
And they would throw us all back to the wolves. Unbelievable.
They can try.
Getting into the city, one way or another.
We need to find Gamlen. Our family has always been highly regarded in Kirkwall. He can do something, I'm sure of it.
Let's hope he received your letter.
The guards seem to be reporting to that man. Perhaps we should speak to him.
Clean friendship plus 10. Alrighty. Flemeth, you are required to do nothing, least of all believe. Ages ago, legend says Ban Conabar took to wife a beautiful young woman who harbored a secret talent for magic, Flemeth of Highever, and for a time they lived happily until the arrival of a young poet, Osin, who captured the lady's heart with his verse. They turned to the chastened tribes for help and hid from Conabar's wrath in the wilds, until word came to them that Conabar lay dying. His last wish was to see Flemeth's face one last time. The lovers reunited, returned, but it was a trap. Conabar killed Osin and imprisoned Flemeth in the highest tower of the castle. In grief and rage, Flemeth worked a spell to summon a spirit into this world to wreak vengeance upon her husband. Vengeance she received, but not as she planned. The spirit took possession of her, turning Flemeth into an abomination. A twisted, maddened creature, she slaughtered Conabar and all his men and fled back into the wilds. For 100 years, Flemeth plotted, stealing men from the Chastened to sire monstrous daughters, horrific things that could kill a man with fear. These Korkari witches led an army of Chastened from the wilds to strike at Alamari tribes. They were defeated by the hero Cormac, and all the witches burned, so they say. But even now, the Wilders whisper that Flemeth lives on in the marsh, and she and her daughters steal those men who come too near. Morrigan's mother saved the last Grey Wardens from death at the top of the Tower of Ishal, but just who or what Flemeth truly is a mystery. Ogre! Towering over their darkspawn kin, the massive ogres are a rare sight on the battlefield. Traditionally, they only appear during a blight, but some records claim that ogres have been spotted in the deep roads hunting alone or in small groups. At least one report by the Grey Wardens claims that an ogre was spotted alone in the Korkari wilds in 919 Dragon, although it was weakened and easily dispatched. Up to 100 of these creatures can accompany a darkspawn horde at any one time during a blight, often using their great strength to burst through fortifications and demolish the front lines of the opposing army. They use brute force to charge their enemies like bulls, slam the ground with their fists to shake enemies off their feet, and hurl giant rocks into the face of oncoming foes. Melee can be difficult against a giant that snatches a warrior up in one hand, crushing the life out of him, or beating him into oblivion with the other hand. The nimble can try to wiggle his way free, or an ally can attempt an array of stunning blows on an ogre to free the comrade in danger. Grey Warden lore or just caution when slaying an ogre. Unless it is ensured that they have received a major wound to the head or heart, it is possible that they are lying dormant and will regenerate to full health within a matter of minutes. During a blight, most Grey Wardens recommend burning all darkspawn to ashes, dead ogres in particular. Quest updated. Find Gamlen, Amell, or some other way into Kirkwall. Deliver Flemeth's amulet to Keeper Marathari in the Dalish camp on Sunder. Alrighty. Well. Who you talking to? This guy?
Get back to the crowd, you lot. Trying to bully your way through won't get you into Kirkwall any faster.
But you do intend to let us in.
We have enough poor of our own in the free marches. We don't need you refugees piling up here like a middens heap.
What is this place?
I heard someone call this fortress the Gallows. Is it a prison?
Used to be. Back in the Imperial days. They kept slaves here until the rebellion. Now the Templars run it and use it to lock up their mages. Guess not much has changed.
They lock up the mages?
Are mages imprisoned here?
Well, no more than anywhere else. It's a circle of magi now. Magic is to serve man, not rule him. And mages are better locked up where they don't hurt anyone.
Hey, fuck off. What will happen to us?
Why aren't we being allowed into the city?
If it were up to me, I'd bar the gates and let you find somewhere else to beg. But it's not. Some of you lot might have legitimate business in the city. So Knight Commander Meredith wants us to sort you all out. Most of you are getting right back on your ships, though.
Knight Commander Meredith?
That's a Templar title. Why would a city guardsman answer to the Templars?
Great question.
We don't answer to her, but she's the power in Kirkwall. Don't know what would happen if the Viscount went against something she wanted. But he's sure never taken that chance.
Tell me who to talk
There
to.
must be someone in charge I can speak with.
Yes, always the same story. You want in, talk to Captain Ewald. I'm just here to keep you refuse from climbing the walls.
Ow. Oh, rad. We're actually allowed to go up. Okay, cool. Interesting.
We fled the Blight to come here.
Yeah.
Was Wesley based out of the Lothering Chantry? I don't remember ever seeing him there.
He served elsewhere. He was coming to find me at Ostagar. Were you familiar with every Templar in Lothering?
How else was I supposed to know when to run and hide?
That's a good point. That's a real good point.
Just take your things and get back on the ship.
No.
What are we going to do?
You should have thought of that before you came here.
Bitch! Motherfucker. Great, I already don't love Kirkwall. Alright. Let's maybe not cause too much trouble before we get into the city. Is thirders.
Let us through, you flaming blighter. We're not staying in this pit.
Then get back on your ship and leave. Kirkwall has no more room for refugees.
The ship's already gone. We've paid good coin to get here.
He also looks infected.
There's nothing I can do. The city is full.
Guard told me differently.
One of the guards said you were letting in people who have business in the city.
That's right. We've seen you let lots of people through.
Citizens and merchants that make it worth our while. I'll assume that you don't have any more coin than these gentlemen. We've been letting you Fereldans in for months. You're too late. There's no more room.
But we have family here. Doesn't that mean anything?
I've heard claims like that 1,000 times already, trust me. We'll find some ships to take you all back to Ferelden, eventually. Until then, you stay here.
Be reasonable.
Our uncle is Gamlen Amell. He knows we're coming. Surely someone could find him.
Gamlen? I know that name.
He's a nobleman here in the city. Our family has an estate.
A nobleman? The only Gamlen I know is a weasel who couldn't run two copies together. He comes back, I'll bring you to him. But I don't have time to...
What? You're gonna let them through?
I didn't say anything about...
We've been here for 4 days. They just got here.
That's it. We're carving our way out of here. Men! Now!
Oh, well, that... Oh god, there's so many of them! Oh, jeez. Easy Pete's. Dodging out was maybe not the correct move, but... Okay, she's got her shit. Dang, rogues are... Rogues are overpowered as all hell.
Unbelievable.
Captain, are you all right?
I am, no thanks to you. Where is everyone? Go find them. I want this kept under control. You have my thanks. Look, I can't get you into the city. It's not my decision. But I'll find your uncle and bring him here.
Alright, I guess that's fair enough.
It's been 3 days. This waiting has to end.
I'm sure it won't be much longer. Gamlen must still be looking for us.
I have a bad feeling about Gamlen.
Wait, I think someone's coming.
Leandra. Damn, girl. The years haven't been kind to you.
Gamlen.
Wow, what a way to...
Let me say up front, I wasn't expecting this. The Blight, your husband, dead. I'd figured you'd pretty much be Ferelden for life.
Oh, Gamlen. We came too late. My poor Carver didn't make it, and Drastic guide him.
Oh, Maker, save me. Leandra, don't drop this on me here. I don't even know if I can help you get in.
What about Mother?
I'm more concerned about Mother. Can you get her in at least?
No. We stay together.
I was hoping to grease some palms, but the Knight Commander's been cracking down. We're gonna need more grease.
But what about the estate? Surely Father left something when he died?
Oh dear.
Right, about the estate. It's, gone. To settle a debt. I've been meaning to write you.
Then there's no hope.
Not quite. I know some people who might help. If you're not too delicate about the company you keep.
So there's no family fortune.
Mother said our family was wealthy. You really can't help us.
I am blighted helping. I've got
barely
work from people who've got the coin to open those gates.
I still can't believe you sold the estate. Gamlen, how could you?
Well, I didn't expect your blasted family to show up on my...
Wow!
I've got a nice place in Lowtown. You'll see, it'll all work out.
Why don't we just leave?
Do we need to stay in Kirkwall? Let's go to another city.
This was my home. I can't believe they won't let me come back.
I mean, fair.
Every
Okay.
city on the coast's been hip deep in Ferelden since the Blight.
Okay.
You could try your luck further inland, I suppose, but it won't be easy.
No, we're not putting Mother through that. We'll find a way.
Sounds like fun.
Let's hear it, Uncle. What do you have in mind?
I talked to my contacts, and I found some people who might be willing to pay your way into the city. The catch is, you and your sister have to work off the debt for a year.
Oh, jeez. What does that mean?
It's the best I could do. Trust me when I say a bunch of refugees won't get a better option anywhere else.
This is the best you could do.
So you're selling us into indentured servitude? That's your idea?
Think of it as having a job waiting for you in your new home.
Wonderful.
I managed to convince my contacts to come to the gallows to meet you personally. Mirren heads up the mercenary company, the Red Iron. They're looking for recruits. Fenrir, I guess you might call her a smuggler. Either one of them can help you. All you need to do is find them in the courtyard and convince them you're worth the trouble.
Bethany?
What do you think about this, Bethany?
We've come this far. I don't care who we work for, as long as it means we don't have to go back.
Like, I feel like a mercenary is slightly more respectable. I don't know. I mean, neither of this is great. God damn it. Tell me about... I'll go talk to them.
Let's find them and see what they have to say.
Oh, Gamlin, I don't know about this.
It's a lot of coin, Leandra. Don't go expecting our name to carry the kind of weight it used to.
And what of me? I will not allow others to incur debts on my behalf.
Can't see that it makes a difference. You look like a lady who can pull her own weight.
Then you'll come with us.
I have no real option. Thank you.
All right, well. That's Mirren. Okay. Cool. Okay. That's a Thunrel. Testing. Okay. Dalish. Think.
Are you a Fenrir?
He must be Gamlen's nephew. Interesting. I don't know what he told you about us, but he certainly told us a great deal about you.
He didn't say anything about me, did he?
Enough to pique our interest, provided you can justify your uncle's confidence.
How do you know Gamlen?
How did you get to be one of my uncle's contacts?
Is that what he calls me? He owes us after that last big idea. If you turn out, though, we'll consider things even.
So you're a smuggler.
I'd like to know more about what we'd be doing for you.
I can be honest. We don't compete with the Thieves Guild, but we keep our fingers in a lot of pots. That said, we're not killers or slavers. Anything short of that, however, is fair game.
Do what you want, but this sounds fishy to me. We can't afford to be choosy.
You're offering a lot for us.
Yeah, getting us into the city isn't cheap.
If you're as good as your uncle claims, we're hoping you'll be worth it. After all, it's not every day we're offered an apostate's services.
Aye. You know Bethany's a mage.
It appears our uncle likes to talk.
The Templars in Kirkwall like to think they have all mages properly leashed, but when has that ever been true? We can keep them from taking notice while you're with us. Wouldn't be the first time.
I'd like to know...
I can be...
We can't afford to be choosy.
I'll find some other way into the city.
Suit yourself. I'll be around for a bit, if you change your mind.
Okay. Let's go talk to the other lady. Go talk to Mirren. Although... the smuggler is perhaps not as fishy as I thought she was gonna be.
Mirren.
Huh. So you're Hawke, the nephew.
I don't like that.
Your uncle talked up a storm about you. He better not be blowing more smoke out his ass.
How do you know Gamlin?
My uncle doesn't seem the sort to hang out with mercenaries.
He doesn't. Gamlin cheated one of my men at a wallop match. You turn out, we'll call it even.
You're paying a lot of money.
Getting us into the city will take a lot of coin.
Did I mention the Red Iron gets paid pretty well? Not to mention your uncle said your sister's a mage. We're willing to pay for that.
Gamlin told you to?
Does everyone know about us?
Your sister's not in the circle yet. Then probably not. You stick with us. You'll be safe. For the year, at least.
So you're a mercenary.
I'd like to know more about you
Hi,
first.
buddy.
Right. You're not a marcher like
No,
your
please
uncle.
don't bunt against my
The Red Iron is
mic.
well known
Hi,
in
buddy.
these parts. We pick who we work for and keep our noses clean. But anyone screws with us, we mess them up. Makes sense.
Makes sense. I never pictured myself as the mercenary type.
I don't know why. Don't know why. I was more hesitant about the smugglers in the beginning, but I think I actually like them more. Something about this guy just seems sleazy. Not interested.
I'll find some other way into the city.
Let me know how that works out for you.
Okay, I'm gonna go back to the smugglers. I know Aveline's not gonna like it, but something about that seems way less. Something about I don't know. Something about him rubs me the wrong way.
Change your mind? Or no?
Do whatever it takes.
Tell me what you need done.
There's a merchant named Cavril, friend of the Templars, so they let him set up his little shop here in the gallows. We supplied him in return for a piece of the take, but now he won't pay up. We can't go near him without him screaming for the guard, but you can. Get our money from him and you're in.
Alrighty. Get Athenarel's coin from from Cavril the merchant. Okay. I'm just curious, looking around. Oh.
I've already told you, I can't give you any more for them.
But that was everything we have. It's all we brought with us.
And I feel for you, Sarah, but it's the best I can do.
If they just let us into the city, I could get 3 times that price.
Myron?
Your business is done.
But...
Now then, what can I do for you, Sarah?
What kind of shop is this?
I didn't think there'd be any stores here in the fortress.
There are many merchants who come here right now who can't afford the bribes to enter the city. So the Templars suggested having someone set up shop, temporarily. And I am the lucky man.
Lucky indeed.
You paid your own bribe
Oh!
to be here.
If they allowed everyone to set up shop, this place would turn into a bazaar. Sadly, there's only so much I can do for those...
I wasn't expecting a snarky response from that.
I'm sure you're very broken up over it.
I meant you. Folks like yourself.
Did you cheat that woman?
She didn't seem very happy with the deal you made.
What am I supposed to do? Buy every piece of furniture these people dragged with them?
I'm sure they'd rather not sell what little they have left.
My point is that I'm running a business, not a charitable order. I'm sorry.
I imagine the profits help with the guilt.
Ephemeral sent me.
I believe you owe your business partners something.
Oh, I see.
Should I go tell the guards?
Not just yet. I want to hear this. So, Ephemeral sent you to collect, did she? Too cowardly to do it herself.
You need to pay what you owe. Yeah.
I'm here to collect, and I'm not walking away.
No, I'm not paying you thieves a single copper more.
That sounds like where we come in.
Uh-oh.
Follow my...
Interesting. There's so many more people.
Enough! Here, take the key for the chest. That should be enough to pay that witch. Now I'm getting out of here. Let those guards find someone else to buy Dogland junk.
God, I'm a bitch. Scoundrel. Fresh might be. Cake. Rush. Actually, stealth might be better. Ooh. Oh. Doesn't well, interesting. Okay. Hello, Onyx. Ooh. Except I really do. Cone of Cold. Yeah, I do love Cone of Cold. Oh. For her. All right, Aveline. And the blade was something. How are you doing tonight, Onyx?
All set.
The bodies, looting the body. I'm surprised there was not significantly more blowback from that, but you know what? I guess the guards don't really care for the Templars either, so...
Here you go, as requested.
Will you look at that? Tell your uncle we'll make the arrangements. Welcome aboard.
Woohoo! Achievement unlocked, Nefarious. Uh-oh. Well...
I hope we can get into the city soon. I don't know what will happen if we have to go elsewhere.
Yep.
Any luck?
Yes, they've agreed to help.
I'll speak to Athenril and see when the bribes can be made. Wait here.
Oh boy.
The voyage is over.
So long as we're safe.
The blight may still spread, but for now, we have a new home.
If only Carver were here with us.
And Wesley.
Let's just see what happens. We have a long year ahead of us.
Yeah, we do. Oh boy. Okay, well...
Thus began the champion's first year in Kirkwall. Word arrived from across the sea that the hero of Ferelden had defeated the Blight. But Lothering was destroyed. Kirkwall was the champion's home now. So he remained, paying off his debt, made a name for himself in the underworld. It was a busy year in the city. That's when the Qunari landed.
Oh shit.
Caught their ship and left hundreds of warriors stranded in the city, waiting to return home. That's also when the trouble began with the mages.
Oh jeez.
The Templars had become very powerful under Knight Commander Meredith. But most importantly, that's when I first met the champion.
Yes, 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 yes! Show us our man! You choose raiding! Hi! Hello, raiders! Welcome in! My name is Scribe. I am the lore keeper. We have officially started Dragon Age 2! Welcome in. If you guys have to, dip out to get yourselves some food, some water, get some rest.
Stays tits, human. You know how many people want to hire onto this expedition?
Oh, shoot.
We heard you're going into the deep roads. Surely you'll need all the help you can.
No.
Yeah, because I was finishing the, I finished Witch Hunt first. I know, I've got it listed as Origins. I forgot to swap it over when I was getting 2 set up. There were a lot of technical difficulties setting that up. Oh, I've got new armor. Scuff is part of the stream. You're doing great. It wasn't even Scuff. It was just what I should. So I downloaded the game and then didn't do any of the other setup stuff to prepare the game until I went to start it. Because honestly, I thought the rest of Witch Hunt was going to take a lot longer than it did. Get to know us, Bartrand.
I'll buy you a drink before we head into the deep roads. Everyone wins.
Get in line, human. Half of Kirkwall wants to be my best friend right now. You're looking for a quick way out of the slums, right? You and every other Ferelden in this.
But yeah, Raiders, if you have to go get ready for bed, take care of yourselves, please do that. I am happy to have you, but please do not feel obligated to We'll be fine.
We've made a name for ourselves this last year. We'll find something.
We have to. We need coin, status, something we can hide behind. As long as we're just refugees, we're no one. Maybe Gamlen knows someone who can talk to Bartrand for us.
That might work.
He always seems to know what.
You got to kiss your big titty bard, man. Ooh, nice. Is that Sandal and... I'm sorry, hold on, pause. Was that Sandal and Bowden in the background there? Was that my boys?
Hey!
Holy shit!
I knew a guy once who could take every coin out of your pockets just by smiling at you. But you don't have the style to work Hightown, let alone the Merchants Guild. You might want to find yourself a new line of work.
Oh, damn, Varric! I know that that's Varric. I don't know why I haven't said his name yet.
How do you do? Varric Tethras, at your service.
Oh! Hello!
Bartrand. He would know an opportunity if it hit him square in the jaw.
God, I need a fan.
You would? I would.
Like a hand fan.
Realizes that we need someone like you. He would never admit it either. He's too proud. I, however, am quite practical.
Your man! God, he's everybody's man. It's a crime that we're not allowed to romance him. I hate that so much. God, look at him! Are you in the expedition?
You're part of Bartrand's venture.
That's right. The deep roads wouldn't normally be my thing, but I can't allow the head of our family to go down there alone. So as you might imagine, I have more than a passing interest in this expedition's success.
You know who we are.
What makes you so certain we can help? You know nothing about us.
Oh, on the contrary. You've made quite the name for yourself over the last year. The Coterie has been squeezing smugglers out left and right, and the only group to survive owes it all to you two.
Interesting.
The name Hawke is on many lips these days. Not bad for a Ferelden fresh off the boat.
What about Bethany?
You must have heard of my sister as well, then.
Only a little. She is certainly welcome to come, but I'll leave that up to you.
Frankly, I'd rather you take the credit.
Madam, your secrets are safe with me.
Find out what he's offering. We need a way into this expedition.
Does everybody in Kirkwall know that Bethany is an apostate? Genuine question. Like, this is a life-ending secret that apparently everybody knows. Kirkwall's worst-kept secret. How do we reason with him?
There must be some way to persuade your brother to hire us on.
We don't need another hireling. We need a partner. The truth is, Bartrand's been tearing his beard out trying to fund this on his own, but he can't do it. Invest in the expedition. 50 sovereigns and he can't...
That's so much money, Varric.
There to vouch for you.
That's so much money. He'll share the profit.
Your brother doesn't seem like the sort who's willing to split profits.
My brother is many things, but he is not stupid. Far better to share the profits than be trapped in a tide with 1,000 darkspawn between you and the exit. Trust me, he'll come around.
He'd vouch for me.
Why would you stick your neck out for a
You'd vouch for me, sorry.
I'd rather take a chance on someone with your reputation than head into the deep roads unprepared. And besides, we'd be your partners. I'm willing to give a little trust if you are.
I don't have that much coin.
It sounds interesting, but if I had any gold, I wouldn't need this job.
You need to think big. There's only a brief window after a blight when the deep roads won't be crawling with darkspawn. The treasure you find down there could set you and your family up for life.
It won't be easy, but it's a chance. I think we have to take it. Better to work our way into this expedition than sit around waiting to be thrown in the gallows.
We work together, you and I, and before you know it, you'll have all the capital you need. What do you say?
Why not?
It's not like I had anything better planned.
Perfect. Kirkwall's crawling with work. You set aside some coin from every job and you'll have the money in no time.
Maybe Aveline can find us some work. She's got a position with
Uh-oh.
the city guard.
We should talk privately when you get the chance. In the Hanged Man, maybe. I'll be there when I'm not with you. Now, let's go see what trouble we can stir up.
Hell yeah.
Keep a hand on your coin, Hawke. There are more cut purses in Hightown than in the rest of the city combined.
Alrighty. Bethany Hawke, I was just hoping it would be different here in Kirkwall. We're not running away, we're coming home. Even growing up as an apostate has not dimmed Bethany's faith and sunny nature. Bless her heart, though it has colored her view on the world. Bless her heart. Bethany wishes above all else to be normal. She appreciates the trouble her family took to keep her out of the circle, but the running, hiding, and constant fear have taken their toll, though she would never admit so to her mother, not after all she sacrificed to protect her. Bethany sometimes wonders whether she would be better off in the circle. At least there she would be with other mages, confident she's serving the will of the Maker and not defying a millennium of religious teaching. Listen, girl, you don't actually want to be in the circle. Still, her first loyalty is to her family. Despite her doubts, she gladly embraces her magic if it keeps them safe. She has a teasing rivalry with her twin Carver and greatly respects Orion. Oh shit, I didn't realize Carver and Bethany were twins. Oh, that makes that worse. That makes that worse. Oh my god. Oh my fucking heart. Bartrand Tethras. Half of Kirkwall wants to be my best friend right now. The history of noble House Tethras stretches back to the foundation of Orzammar. The memories say that 3 times a child of House Tethras took the office of Assembly Steward. They held appointments in the Shaperite of Memories and the Shaperite of Golems. Oh, interesting, but no longer. In the 2nd year of the reign of King Endredi Dukin, Lord Andvar Tethras was found guilty before the Assembly of willfully manipulating proving matches in favor of his house. For this affront to the ancestors, he and all his house were sentenced to exile on the surface. Andvar died a mere 5 years later, leaving behind Lady Ilsa, 10-year-old Bartrand, and 2-year-old Varric. Exile, surface life, and the loss of her husband conspired against Lady Ilsa, who took to drink, leaving young Bartrand to manage what was left of House Tethras. By the time he was 15, Bartrand had doubled his family's fortune. Oh, the disgrace of House Tethras fueled his ambition, and his once noble title gave him an instant place among the Kalnas, the old money elite of the Dwarven Merchants Guild. He used it to build alliances and business ventures as if he were a member of the Orzammar Assembly. By the time Lady Ilsa died, Bartrand had made the Tethras family one of the guild's most influential but wealthy and powerful. But wealth and power on the surface couldn't sate him. He began to court alliances with the wealthiest ascendant families, branching into banking and mercenary companies. Guild members mutter that nothing will satisfy Bartrand but a complete reconstruction of House Tethras' estate in Orzammar, down to the rivers of lava built in Kirkwall. Ooh. Now, if I remember correctly, because I looked this up, House House Tethris funded the expedition to Amgarok that I took in that DLC. So I wonder how they got that funded. Interesting. Varric Tethris. I know everyone in this city worth knowing. Varric was born 3 years after his father's exile from Orzammar into the world of the Merchants Guild. The ancestors never spoke, and paragons were the heroes in tall tales. The number of dances a Kalna lady gave to a lowborn ascendant boy were more pivotal than the reign of kings. While Bartrand ran the businesses and drove House Tethris ever higher up the social ladder, Varric looked after the family and their retainers. His mother, Lady Ilsa, suffered terribly from the trauma of her disgrace and exile, finding solace in liquor and smoke. It fell to her younger son to try to curb the worst of her drunken rages, to keep her from becoming a matter of public scandal, and to care for her when she fell ill from her excesses. Though he is famous throughout the Merchants Guild for his stories, Varric speaks rarely of himself or his family. Most of Kirkwall knows him. Everyone has bought him a drink at least once, for the sake of his fictions rather than his family action. The hero of Ferelden! Let's see what it has to say about my baby girl. The hero of Ferelden once belonged to a clan of Dalish elves and encountered with a tainted magical mirror, corrupted the hero, and only the Grey Wardens held the cure. To save the hero's life, the clan gave her up to the Grey Warden commander Duncan and the Order. The hero fought and killed the Archdemon and lived to tell the tale. With the Archdemon gone, the Darkspawn ranks broke and the Horde was easily routed. After ending the Blight, the hero of Ferelden took up the mantle of Warden Commander and began the task of rebuilding the Order in Ferelden. The coterie. Ooh, that's interesting. Kirkwall is built on a solid foundation of greed and human suffering, and its underworld is a place where everything is for sale and everyone is fair game. There are many criminal empires within the city, some of which have been around since the Imperium used Kirkwall as a hub for the slave trade. Alliances, spying, manipulation, betrayal, and open warfare is all commonplace in the never-ending struggle for power. That explains why the city guard didn't give a shit when I beat up merchant guards. The coterie is a thieves guild that has been around for almost a century, but until recently was never a major player in the underworld. Some 20 years ago, the strongest of the local criminal empires was an ancient guild known as the Sabrathan. But its leader was betrayed from within, and during the turmoil, the coterie made a successful grab for power. Since then, they've sunk their claws into almost every level of Kirkwall, including the City Guard, the Dwarven Merchants Guild, and some of the most influential citizens in the city. It's safe to say that the coterie gets a slice of every pie, and very little goes on in Kirkwall that escapes their notice. From In Pursuit of Knowledge, The Travels of a Chantry Scholar by Brother Geneti. Okay. Alrighty, Guardsman Plate and Chain. Let's see, that's the armor I've got on now. Deep Roads Expedition. Go to Gamlen's home in Lowtown. Friend in the guard. Aveline might have information about working with the city guard. Talk to her at the barracks in Viscount's Keep. Talk to Varric in Lowtown. Alright. What have we got? What have we got? What have we got? One of these days, Varric will tell your story whether you like it or not. That's amazing. I love that. Okay, we'll do that. Bursting arrow is going to be a better... companions' home bases to have longer discussions. Okay. Okay, cool. For the Bastion. Viscount's Keep, a friend in the guard. Okay. Let's go talk to... I don't know who Worthy is, but we're gonna go talk to them first. Seems interesting.
No loitering.
Rose by Jean-Luc. Ooh, okay, I can sell shit. Sell that. Oh. Oh. That actually sells shit? Okay, it did. Owen's hood. I don't have money for that, and I need to save money for... I don't know if that actually sold stuff. Gonna hope it did.
Hey, Franz. You alright?
Hawke, long time no see, my friend.
Worthy, when did you get back into town?
Oh, just a month or so ago. Things didn't work out in Orzammar.
And you didn't say hello.
Looking for a Thenril, are you? Your year must be up by now.
I'm funding an expedition.
I'm looking to become an explorer, of a sort.
I heard. Bartrand's hard to take, but his information is usually good.
Hard to take? That's putting it mildly.
I'll tell you what. I still have my old contacts. You need some rune crafting done, I can arrange it for you. Take care, Hawke. Don't get dead.
I'll try not to. Hooray! Crafting! Okay. Well.
You don't seem to like your brother very much.
And here I thought it took blood magic to read minds.
I had a twin brother, Carver. He used to nail my braid to the bed while I was sleeping. I never thought I'd miss him this much.
Sorry about your brother. Hey, you want mine? I got a spare.
God. I'm gonna fucking cry. How dare they keep bringing up Carver? I don't know how to read this map!
Welcome to the Hightown Market.
Did Mistress want silk thread or cotton thread?
Hightown. At the height of the Tevinter Imperium's slave trade, Kirkwall's elite prospered beyond dreams of avarice. Hightown was built for the wealthiest slavers, its glitzy mansions rising atop a great wall of rock that borders on one side the waking sea. Lowtown cowered in on its other side until Kirkwall's slaves rose to plunder and destroy Hightown's riches. Today, Hightown's prominent buildings are the Keep, home to the ruling Viscount, and the Chantry, home to the Grand Cleric and the city's religious center. Both are converted estates that once housed wealthy magisters, rebuilt and converted after the uprising. From In Pursuit of Knowledge, The Travels of a Chantry Scholar by Brother Genetivi. Dang, Genetivi. You got out, didn't you? You got around.
No, that can't be true. Meredith wouldn't stand for it.
It's pointless talk. Things will never change.
What would Meredith never allow? Do a quick save. Because I don't know if this game is going to crash as much as Origins did. Hierarchy of the Circle. It's no simple matter safeguarding ordinary men from mages and mages from themselves. Each circle tower... This is all similar information to what I got in Origins. Each circle tower must have some measure of self-government, for it is ever the Maker's will that men be given the power to take responsibility for our own actions, to sin and fail, as well as to achieve the highest grace and glory on our own strength. You who will be tasked with the protection of the circle must be aware of its workings. The first enchanter is the heart of any tower. He will determine the course his circle will take. He will choose which apprentices may be tested and made full mages, and you will work most closely with him. Assisting the first enchanter will be the senior enchanters, a small council of the most trusted and experienced magi in the tower. From this group, the next first enchanter is always chosen. Beneath the council are the enchanters. These are the teachers and mentors of the tower, and you must get to know them in order to keep your finger on the pulse of the circle. For enchanters will always know what is happening among the children. All those who have passed their harrowing but have not taken apprentices are mages. This is where most trouble in a circle lies, in the idleness and inexperience of youth. The untested apprentices are the most numerous denizens of any tower, but they more often pose threats to themselves due to their lack of training than to anyone else. Knight Commander Serene of the Chantry Templars in a letter to his successor.
Messere, please stop kicking the wall.
Who are you to talk to me like that, you bloody peasant?
The guard who'll throw you out if you kick that wall one more time.
Ooh, you tell him. Gather your party. That's not quite what I want to do. Okay. I don't have Aveline with me yet.
Good day, Sirrah.
Aveline, where are you? Where is my friend? Where is my friend? There she is. Kirkwall City Guard. It is with pride that I, your Viscount, grant the authority of law and civil enforcement upon the guardsmen of an independent Kirkwall. No more will we defer to the will of foreign troops or draw a holy order into tasks unbefitting their mandate. These proud men and women will be of the people and will enforce the laws we have elected for a civil and ordered society. And should the specter of invasion return, the noble guardsmen will conscript from the population, for who better to amass the people's will than the constables of law charged with its inspection. It is a great day, fair Kirkwall, and I am honored to appoint the first guard captain. Long may he serve the will of a free people. From Orlesian legacy, how institutions of the oppressors linger. The speeches of Viscount Michel Lafielle, conducted by Philiam, a bard. I don't know if I pronounced that name correctly at all. They're fucking French. Aveline. Oh, she's got a Templar. Oh, that's her husband's shield. Never mind.
Aveline.
Hello, Hawke.
Been a while, hasn't it?
Oh dear.
What? Oh, right. Sorry. It feels like we just talked. I've been keeping an eye on you. Information is one of the few perks of this job. Watch out for Bartrand. He's a son of a bitch.
His brother is right there, although I doubt Varric would disagree with you. You were spying on me again.
You know I don't like it when you have people watch me.
Saved me camping on your doorstep. After what we went through to get here, well, you're no child, but I take care of my friends. The places they have me patrolling, I've got time.
You're not happy as a guard.
Still having trouble? I thought you were past all that.
Lately, I don't know. I've been pushed out to some dead patrols. Maybe I stepped on someone's toes.
You can be forceful.
My charm, right? I should be able to go where I'm needed. In fact, I might have a job for you. Let me know if you want to do a favor for Kirkwall. Otherwise, I'm here if you need me. Maker knows I could use more satisfying work.
Ooh. Do you miss being a soldier?
This must be a very different pace from serving King Cailan.
It's just one more change, though. The real end for me was Ostagar. You and Carver must have felt something similar.
Stop bringing up Carver!
I barely knew him.
Oh, you're right.
Death on that scale certainly has a finality to it.
Sometimes I wonder.
Are you happy here?
Seems like Kirkwall suits you.
It has been a challenge. Lots of opportunity, if you're the type the locals want.
Are you?
If you argue enough, you kind of convince yourself.
You miss Wesley.
It's been a year settling in. Are you all right?
You don't need to coddle me. I am where I am. How close I hold my memories is my own business.
Fair enough. Would you return to Ferelden?
The Blight is over. You could go back to Lothering.
Lothering isn't there!
That wasn't home for me. It was just where the Horde pressed us. It wasn't the first village I saw fall. But you don't get used to people losing everything.
Sad to leave that way.
It's not how I wanted to say goodbye. I'll say that.
You can't go home again. That's supposed to be about maturity. It's not the same if you don't have the option.
What's the job?
All right, Aveline. You have something worth doing.
My patrols may be empty walks in the dark, but there's something big coming up, and I could use you. An ambush, probably for a caravan, although I can't find any shipments that match up. Doesn't matter though. Highwaymen waiting for someone to rob. I'm putting a stop to it, my district or not.
Who are we up against?
You have a name, or anything else to go on?
Not important. If we show up and they attack, they're bad. Simple as that. I'll wager it's smugglers, though. Like I said, seems like an obvious trap for a caravan.
Ooh, how did you find out?
You've been nosing around outside your commission.
I have contacts, and they're complaining about a lack of meat. Thugs and such. Someone is hiring. And one or two were told to prepare for travelers. You want to be good at this job? You
That's
pay
a
attention to
euphemism.
what's missing, and when people arrange escape routes.
Why not tell the other guards?
Seems like you'd want to share this with your fellow guards.
I will, if you sit on your hands. I'll send my alerts, and someone else will lead a patrol. But there's profit and influence to be had. You're my friend, so I'm offering.
You can hire civilians.
I'm no guard, Aveline.
There's only so many of us. Temporary recruits are expected time to time, as long as they're competent. You still claim to be competent, right?
Claim. Let's do it.
Aveline, you've got yourself a partner.
I knew I could count on you. They're hidden up Sundermount, remote and rough, but we can make good time with a shortcut this side. And no, you can't run off and do it without me. I trust you, but I have to be there. You're acting on behalf of the Guard.
Fuck yeah. Fucking go. Aveline Valen. If it's family you protect, doesn't matter who it is, blood or not. Aveline was born in Orlais, but she never knew the country. Her father, Benoit de Lac, was a chevalier who lost his patron to the game of intrigue. He fled to Ferelden while Aveline was an infant, and though his holdings were meager, he was determined she would have the life he had lost. She would become a knight no matter the cost. He eventually sold everything to sponsor Aveline into King Cailan's service. Is she named after Sir Aveline, the first female chevalier of Orlais? Interesting. Okay. knightly skills seemed bred into Aveline's bones, but she had her doubts, starting with her namesake, Sir Aveline! The first female knight of Orlais was orphaned, mocked for her looks, and murdered when she dared to stand with men in the tournament. Her glory lies in tragedy, but the living Aveline doesn't revere sacrifice. A principled death is still a death. Her father was proud of her, but she would never be the knight he wished for. I fucking called it! Aveline married Wesley Vallon while serving in the Ferelden army. They were kindred spirits and determined guardians. His death during the Blight scarred her, not just his loss, but that she failed to protect him. Aveline has healed in the past year, but she has yet to forgive herself. Accordingly, she is fiercely protective of the Hawks and Orion. They share a bond of loss, a connection she cherishes, but will not be allowed to be repeated. The screams of lore. Listen. I cannot believe that it didn't click in my brain that her like earlier that she was named after Aveline. The Chevalier. I guess there would be no reason for me to make that connection without knowing that she was of Orlesian birth. A Study of the Fifth Blight, Volume 1. While some of my contemporaries dispute whether the Fifth Blight was a true blight or merely a large darkspawn resurgence, historians agree that it began in the swamps of the Korcari wilds of the southeastern border of Ferelden in the year 930 Dragon. King Cailan Theron was swift in responding to the threat, gathering the royal army, every Grey Warden in his country, and sending a call for aid to the Ferelden nobility. The assembled armies laid a trap in the ruins of Ostagar, hoping to crush the force before it reached civilization. But they failed. Darkspawn overran the defenders of Ostagar and decimated the king and his army. They continued their advance into Ferelden unopposed. Excuse me. Only 2 Grey Wardens managed to escape the slaughter, and somehow they came into possession of ancient treaties which compelled the races of men to join arms against the massing horde. Hell yeah! Lore about my baby girl and her bow. I love my lady.
Not going to happen.
The heart of law in Kirkwall. If I have to say something about it anyway.
Done.
Going to take everything in sight. I'm so glad I can unlock things, because I'm a rogue this time! I'm playing a rogue, Chew. Finally, I can unlock things. Excuse me, Aveline. Move, door! Calm down there, Jill Valentine. No.
Good luck getting in. I've been waiting all day. Who are you to talk to me like that? The guard will throw you out if you keep that.
I'm just running around looking for things to pick up. I would love if my camera stopped fucking around. Ooh, Chantry hierarchy. Can you? The Divine is the titular head of the Chantry, although since the schism split the Imperial Chantry into its own faction, there are now in fact 2 Divines at any time. One Divine, informally called the White Divine, is a woman housed in the Grand Cathedral in Val Royeaux. The other is known as the Black Divine. The Black Divine is a man housed in the Argent Spire in Minrathous. Neither divine recognizes the existence of the other, and the informal names are considered sacrilegious. No matter the gender, a divine is addressed as most holy or your perfection. Beneath the rank of the divine is the Grand Cleric. Each Grand Cleric presides over numerous chantries and represents the highest religious authority for their region. They travel to Valrayo when the College of Clerics convenes, but otherwise remain where they are assigned. All Grand Clerics are addressed as Your Grace. Beneath the Grand Cleric is the mother, or in the Imperial Chantry, the father. If a mother is in charge of a particular chantry, revered is appended to her title. There are priests responsible for administering the spiritual. Well, I'm reading through this very quickly because it's also the same. I believe that most of these are the same as the codex entries we got in Origins. Your Reverence, brothers and sisters from the rank and file of the Chantry are and consist of three main groups: affirmed initiates and clerics. Affirmed are the lay brethren of the Chantry. Those are regular folk who have turned to the Chantry for succor. Often they are people who have led difficult or irreligious life and have chosen to go into seclusion. Clerics of the yeah. From a guide to the ambassadors. Yeah.
The Viscount must be terribly busy. I've been waiting most of the day. The Viscount must be terribly busy.
The Lothering records.
Good day, Sarah.
50 years. That's how long it took the Imperium to drive out the Qunari occupation. But the rest of northern Thedas was not so lucky. Both divines, white and black, declared exalted marches, and for the only time since the schism of the Chantry, they worked together. A century-long siege resulted, with the giant Qunari entrenched in Antiva and Ravane, and all of Thedas throwing armies against them. The war drained the resources of every nation in Thedas, leaving most on the brink of collapse. For the giants, it did not appear to be the damage to their armada or the loss of their soldiers, but the terrible toll upon the Ravani population that prompted their retreat. When the third new exalted march had all but massacred the people of Kont-Ar without even chipping at the Qunari occupying force, the giants finally withdrew. The treaty that put an official end to the Qunari wars was signed on the politically neutral island of Lothering off the southern coast of Ravane. 150 years after their assault on the mainland began, the Qunari left our shores. They received the northern archipelago in exchange for the cessation of hostilities against all the nations on the accord. Only Tevinter refused to sign, and so the war continues to rage in the Imperium to the present day. It's worth noting, however, that the Kingdom of Ravane immediately violated the treaty. Twice! Once when the humans of northern Ravane, nearly all practitioners of the Khun, and therefore by definition Qunari, refused to leave their homes and go in exile to the islands, and again when the Ravane Chantry and nationalist forces, unable to convert its people back to the worship of the Maker, tried a purge by the sword, slaughtering countless unarmed people and burying them in mass graves. It's a fortunate mystery that the leaders in Kont-Ar did not alert their allies in the Northern Passage, or would still be fighting the giants now. From the Exalted Marches, an examination of Chantry warfare by Sister Patrine Scholar. Well, that's some interesting news. That's some interesting new information. The enigma of Kirkwall. The Viscount is suspicious, but the bribe was sufficient to gain access to the restricted section of the archives. The money would have been better spent elsewhere, the archives being almost devoid of Imperium-era record. When the slaves revolted, they hunted magisters and burned the city, at least the parts that could be burned. One account says that the streets were littered with piles of scrolls and books set. Is our quest futile? Did the slaves destroy the answer? As Mafarat's armies toppled the Imperium, they sent 3 magisters and their legions here. They never arrived. But why march here of all places? What were they coming here for? Behind a panel with curious markings signed, the Band of 3. That feels like some side quest shit.
I can't do that.
Insufficient skill. No, damn it. Quest updated. A rare collaboration between human and elven vintners. I know how to pronounce things. The result is a taste that has been called appropriately tense. Occasionally requested in the Lowtown Bazaar, though elves rarely do openly. What am I to do with that? I bet that's a gift. I bet that's a gift. Have I wasted enough time? Alrighty, let's go. Whoa! Oh my god! Holy moly! Okay, wow. New map. New map. The Black Emporium, Lowtown. Gamlen's house, accessed by Lowtown. The Hanged Man, accessed by Lowtown. Okay. So that's the Kirkwall map. Ah! Sundermount. Mount Ambush site. Okay. Oh, it's the difference between like a nighttime and a daytime map. Okay. Okay, let's go to Lowtown. Map! Achievement unlocked, Darkness Falls. Kirkwall during the day, Kirkwall at night, or the free marches. That's cool. That's cool as hell. That's cool as hell. Okay. Hold on a second. I'm gonna go run and use the restroom real quick. I will be right back before we explore some Lowtown shit. I've returned. Okay. Alrighty.
You show admirable restraint, Bethany.
For a mage, you mean?
I could also say for a hawk. But yes, for a mage.
You have a sword. Why aren't you killing someone right now?
Fair point, but I can put my sword down.
Believe me, I have tried.
Can you leave my sister alone? Lowtown sits in a massive cauldron-shaped pit that was once Kirkwall's first quarry. The district was constructed by slaves who carved the city and its harbor out of the rock. Today, Lowtown is a labyrinth of shantytowns, corridors, and hexagonal courtyards. The hexes in local parlance. Lowtown's poorest live in caves hewn out of the cliff face. The district is shoddily built and bears scars caused by collapsing walls. Foundry smoke smothers the area. Only a cold winter storm clears the air, but icy wind howling over the mouths of old mine shafts hardly counts as relief. Occasionally, these dark town shafts erupt with gouts of foul air known as choke damp. It's not uncommon to find whole slums silently suffocated, frozen in the midst of everyday activity. The walls surrounding Lowtown are highest by the harbor. All one sees other than the rocky walls is Hightown. It glitters overhead, always in sight, yet always beyond reach. In the Pursuit of Knowledge, The Travels of a Chantry Scholar by Brother Genetivi.
Merchants Guild has their fingers in all these pies. Well, not the actual pies. They're clean as far as I know.
Thank you for that interesting tidbit, Varric. Badly copied leaflet. Take back our streets. Ferelden refugees, Kunari soldiers, who's next? To Vinter slavers snatching children out of their beds. This ends now. Send a message that Kirkwallers will not accept this. We must band together to drive foreign waste from our doorstep. Reclaim the free marches for the marchers. If you care about our future, join the Friends of Kirkwall. Reclaim our city. Oh no. Oh dear. Well. That surely won't become a problem later. Saving my money so that I can afford to buy things later and buy into
My favorite spot in the whole city. The taverns in Hightown are all owned by the Merchants Guild.
Hey.
Have you anything to spare?
Rubble! What's in the rubble? A lyrium potion.
And oh, right, the rusty metal spike district, my favorite part of town. Can we leave now?
Dude. Oh, the ambient sound is something. Okay. Fuck, Kirkwall is so cool. What the fuck?
You're Hawke, aren't you? You used to work with the Fenrir.
Yes? At least I'm not public enemy number 1. Not yet. Where is my uncle's house? Oh. Get there. Oh wait, is that it? There? Nope. Wait. I know how to read a map, I swear. What's in the crate? What's in the crate? Okay, wait, how do I get up? How do I fucking get up? It's gotta be here. It's gotta be this fucking door. Oh, Gamlin, it fucking said it right there. I can't fucking read. What up? My name's Scribe. I'm 30 and I never learned how to fucking read. Doggy!
Hard to believe they left me nothing.
Well, Mother was pretty steamed when you ran off with your Ferelden apostate.
Oh, hey!
Still their daughter, their eldest.
Hey, that's my father you're talking about, sir. Writing desk. A letter from Athenril. Hawke, your year's up and you're free to go. Despite what you think, we had a good thing working together. I might pass along an opportunity or two if you're willing to get your hands dirty. Stay safe, Athenril. Greetings. You do not know who I am, but I have heard of you. I understand you might need items from my collection as well as the means to obtain them. I do not extend this invitation to anyone, but you are not simply anyone, are you? Consider this an invitation to the Black Emporium. Enclosed are directions through the passages underneath the city, as is the charm to enter. If you give the charm to another, its permission will immediately be revoked, and the consequences will be unpleasant. Adieu, Xenon. Oh. Oh, I have storage! This is amazing. This is incredible. I have a storage chest. Oh my god, and I didn't have to go through a DLC to get it. Oh my god. Amazing. Dog, 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 dog,
It wasn't
dog.
like this in Lothering. I think he misses the open fields.
Wrong boy.
City life not agreeing with you.
Poor thing. Maybe he'd be happier if we brought him with us more often.
I worry for his safety.
He's part of the family. I wouldn't want to lose him.
Take it. I'm sick of what's-his-name staring and panting.
Gamlin, honestly, a Mabari understands what you say. Try using his name.
Be nice to my dog.
What's wrong with dog? Real easy to remember.
You hush. What should I name my dog? Chew, what should I name my dog? I can't name him Rufus again. No, I'm not naming him Varric Jr. You goblin. Okay, wait. Okay, hold on. Wait. That actually gave me... Hawke Jr. actually gave me an idea. Oh my god. Oh my god, because... So my Hawke's name is Orion. Okay. Do we like Apollo or Heracles better? As a name, I'm not talking about like the mythology specifically. Fuck it, my gut is telling me Apollo. I'm gonna name the dog Apollo. Name is Apollo now. Mother!
My children have been in servitude for a year. They should be nobility.
If wishes were poppy, we'd all be dreaming.
This isn't a dream?
You mean this is real? No wonder I can't wake up.
And here I thought that Ferelden you ran off with was a mage, not a jester.
It's my own personal
Your mother was
charm.
supposed to marry the Comte de Lancey, and instead she ran off with some Ferelden apostate.
Hey, fuck you.
You don't get to stay the favorite when you do that.
Where is Father's will? If I could just see for myself.
It's not here, all right? It was read, it went in the vault. No one needed to look at it again.
About our
I
family.
know the Amells were nobility, Mother, but not much else. Why don't you ever talk about them?
The Amells have been a noble family in Kirkwall since Garahel drove out the Fourth
Oh,
Blight.
fuck.
But we've always carried magic in our blood. It's been a stain on our lineage. No family of good standing would ever marry into a line with magic. When I chose your father, I was bringing more magic into our line, not less. I think that's what hurt my parents the most.
What exactly did the will say?
Did Grandfather mention Mother in his will at all?
Our father died when you were still in short pants, lad. You can hardly expect me to remember.
I was in short pants a year ago.
Yes to me.
Just let her look at it.
Please, Uncle. We have a right to see it for ourselves.
Maybe so. But you won't be seeing the bloody thing. It's still locked up on the estate, and that's long out of my hands.
You didn't take your parents' will.
What an idiot.
It was old news. You think I've been sitting here for 25 years waiting for Leandra to slink back?
Only 25? Jesus.
Perhaps I could speak to them. Was it the Reinhardts?
No one you know. Get used to Lowtown, sister. That's where we're going to stay.
Oh, so young. Why is everybody in these Dragon Age games so young?
So, I hate thinking badly of family. But did Uncle Gamlin seem a little slippery when he talked about Grandfather's will?
So slippery.
If he...
So slippery.
say, invested money that was meant to be Mother's, do you think he would tell us?
Absolutely the fuck not. We need to find that will.
I want what's ours.
Good. I'm glad we agree. Gamlin told me he gave the estate as payment to some slaver who beat him at dice. Apparently, our ancestral home is now a base for slavers from all over Thedas.
That's an outrage.
How could Gamlin let that happen?
I think there's a reason Mother didn't talk about him much.
Because he's a piece of shit.
Seriously, though. Those scum have no right to our family's things. We should break in there. Get the will for Mother.
Heist, 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 heist,
I
heist.
talked to both of them about this. Gamlin said they guard the front entrance well. But Mother gave me her old key. She said it should unlock the cellar.
Heist, 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 heist. Heist, 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 heist. Yeah. Exciting. Alrighty. There was something else to touch in here. I don't have anything. I don't have.
One scrubbing brush, never used.
Jesus. Damn, Hawke. All right.
I think this is the same cheese that was here a year ago.
I mean, I guess cheese doesn't really go bad like that, but...
I can't have Mother living in this hole. We've got to get out of here. Looks like the dog's trying to tunnel his way out of this hovel. I'll blame him.
I love the dog. I love my dog. My dog is a good... Holy moly! Oh, these are all the DLC, caches. Okay. Might of the Sten. Aiden's Razor. Fade Shear. How do I... Oh my god, there's so many! Adder of Antiva, Apostate's Courage, Staff of... Okay, holy moly. Valier's Estate, Barbarian Cache, the Royal Collection there. Bard's Honor, Fiona, Longbow of the Avars, Arms of the River Dane, Arms of Mactier! King Merrick's Helm? Okay, I can't use any of this shit yet. Holy shit! Black Sheep Cache? Jarvius Shank? Brat's Revenge? Fairhaut's Revenge. Wood's Message to the King. The Rascal Scale. Black Sheep's Visor. Jasmine Cutty's Wrap. Okay, well, I'm gonna take Codex. Hood's Message to the King. He wields a rebel's bow strung tight against heartwood strained too far. It's a tension that can't last, but it doesn't have to. The cause must be won or lost while passions still burn. It's a powerful template for a revolution repeated many times across the free marches. But was it born on a battlefield or in rhetoric? The message to the king is where the stories usually diverge. Sometimes it's a plea for liberty taken to a tyrant's heart by the point of an arrow. More often, it's carried by the clatter of sacrifice as weapons fall to a courtyard's cobbles. It depends on the audience. The young like their victories sudden and violent, where the old prefer something more cautionary. It may be that Hood is not so much a person as a tactic, ushered to far horizons or the grave's embrace in order to protect conspirators. After all, how many deaths can he claim when one is the typical limit for a common man? But the tales return time and again across leagues and centuries. At a certain point, one hopes the name is symbolic because allying with such a power would bring its own problems and debts. From Rebels of the Marches, Allegory in Rebellion, forwarded by Philium, a bard! Okay. We are going to... Okay. Cardinal rules of magic. You must not be under the misimpression that magic is all-powerful. There are limits, and not even the greatest mages can overcome them. No one, for instance, has found any means of traveling, either over great distances or small ones, beyond putting one foot in front of the other. The immutable nature of the physical world prevents this. So no, you may not simply pop over to Minrathus just to borrow a cup of sugar, nor may you magic the essay you forgot in the apprentice dormitory to your desk. You simply have to be prepared. Similarly, even when you send your mind into the Fade, your body remains behind. Only once has this barrier been overcome, and reputedly the spell required 2/3 of the lyrium in the Tevinter Imperium, as well as the lifeblood of several hundred slaves. The results were utterly disastrous. Finally, life is finite. A truly great healer may bring someone back from the very precipice of death when breath and heartbeat have ceased, but the spirit still clings to life. But once the spirit has fled the body, it cannot be recalled. That is no failing of your skills or power. It is simple reality. From Lectures of the First Enchanter Wenceslas. Okay. I am going to not open all of these and not touch all of these because I've already done quite a bit of reading. So I'm going to put some things in my storage chest real fucking fast. I'm going to put that in there. And then all of these things that I can't use. Actually, I'm going to go back. I'm not high enough level yet. That's unfortunate. Okay. Alrighty. Let's get everybody. Let's get the band back together. All right. Let's go back to Lowtown. And
a Ferelden in the guard. What will they think of next?
You have a problem with that?
Me? My family's not native either. I'm just surprised. A lot of old prejudice in the guard.
I'll give them plenty of reason to change their minds.
You know, it's possible they're just scared shitless of you. That's my theory, anyway.
That would honestly be very responsible. Please do be afraid of Avalanche. She's terrifying. I love her. She's terrifying.
I believe you lost this somewhere.
You did this. Without being begged and thrice paid. Interesting.
That was a fun accent. Alrighty. Lady Elegant, who are you?
My. If it isn't Hawke.
Good to see you again, Elegant.
Lady Elegant, if you don't mind. I'm a married woman now.
Ooh.
Last time we met, you were still in Athenral's employ. Things have been going well since then?
I'm doing my best.
It isn't always easy, but things are going well enough.
That's wonderful to hear. You may recall I sometimes provided potions for Athenral. I'd be willing to extend you the same courtesy if you like. All I ask is you inform me of any interesting reagents you find. In exchange, I'll approach my contacts on your behalf.
Hell yeah!
And of course you'll need the appropriate recipes, such as this one. Free, for old time's sake.
Hell yeah! Hell yeah! Radical.
That's enough. Clear out, you charlatans.
Alrighty. Yeah, what do we say we, what do we say we go set up our ambush? Even unlocked. Explorer.
There might be some stragglers before the main group. Nothing we can't handle.
Alrighty, cool. Oh, stragglers like this? Assassins lurk on the edges of fights, striking from the shadows before slipping away again. Be wary, as they often prey on those with the least formidable armor, like mages and rogues. That's the assassin. Be a problem. Welcome back, Onyx. My sister has decided to cause problems. Where did our assassin go? Where did he go? There he is! Hey, buddy. Get him, Apollo. I had to run to the store real quick before they closed. Oh, that's always the worst. You're the assassin? No, I'm the assassin. Fuck off, bitch. Hell yeah. That. Mushrooms. Loot, 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 loot. A pile of bones. What's in the pile of bones? Oh, look, there's another group of problems. I wish I could figure out how to... Oh. Stealth doesn't last that long. Okay. Well, that's good to know. That I necessarily want them holding.
Here we go.
Oh, did he stop my evasion? Oh, fuck you. Okay. If they're both stunned, that's fine. But that's Aveline. I don't want to...
I'll deal with this! That's enough!
Oh, that's the guy who I was trying to... Oh, hell yeah, Bethany. That's my sister. God, rogues are so overpowered. Rogues are... I should have been a rogue. I should have been a fucking rogue. I mean, I am a rogue. Thank you for the lurk, chew.
We're close to the ambush, Hawke. Be ready.
Okay, wait. Not that I don't want to go straight to the... Elf fruit! Not that I don't want to go straight to the ambush, but, I also like to thoroughly explore. Because I... like... Woo! Was that a trap? Did I just get caught in something? Oh shoot, there's more! A reaver? Oh fuck no. Where did the fucking reaver go? Hi! Oh shit, okay, that's fine. I'll let the two of them deal with that. Oh shit, ooh, okay. Nice. Get fucked. Oh shit, Varric's down. Crap. Okay. That is not ideal. Aveline, can you handle these goons? I gotta go save my sister. Damn, Bethany. Have to pull an all-nighter, bestie. So oh, you're switching to third shifts? Ew, ick. That actually sounds like the devil. This Reaver is still alive? Oh no, sorry, that's his body, JK. Calling the hounds! Ooh, good job. Characters who fall in battles receive injuries. Okay, that reduce from maximum health. Well, that's not ideal. Do we have... Do I have any injury kit? I do. Fuck yeah. Okay, I'm actually gonna use... I am actually going to use my shit instead of just collecting it like a... this time. God damn it. I'm a rogue. Shouldn't I be able to detect traps? This is horse shit. This is horse shit. Alrighty. Pile of bones. Wait. Everybody hold. Go sneaky. Scope this shit out. Okay. Plan.
Looks like a fight! Be ready! For the watch your step!
Let's not go running into traps, shall we? Oh, hello. I didn't realize you were there. That is a problem. Actually, Bethany, can you do something about him? And by do something about him, I mean help. Not ready yet? Can I simply not use it because... Ah, you know what? Here's what I want to do. Oh shit, Bethany. Heal me, please. Help, 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 help. I should definitely not be in the front line. I should not be in the front line.
This works. Let's finish this.
Hello? You continue to attack, please.
I'll deal with this.
Okay, Varric, you got that guy, maybe? Actually.
Well equipped for bandits, but dead is dead and the road is clear. Captain Jevon needs to know of this. Back to the barracks for your just reward.
Thanks. Would like to loot all the bodies go. Where did all the bodies go? Oh.
That should do it.
Back. I would like all the bodies. Yes, there was only one body to loot.
All set.
Is there anything else of interest? Not. That's unfortunate. Let's head up to here, because I think this is where the Sabra clan is. And I believe I need to talk. Funny enough, I need to talk to my old keeper, Marathari. What? Oh no! Oh, I don't like that. Oh, that was a bad idea. Oh, that was a bad idea. That was such a bad idea. Uh-oh. Oh, that was worse. That was a worse idea. Oh, it's a giant Black Widow. Oh, I hate this. Oh, I hate this. I'm doping the fuck out of here. Fuck no. Get bombed. Hell yeah, Bethany. That's my sister. Yeah, you keep yelling. You keep yelling, Aveline. Oh, fruit! Crafting resource discovered. Yeah, this is a Dalish camp. Those are Hala on the Dalish hunters. Okay.
Old Shemlin, your kind are not welcome among the Dalish.
What did you call me?
What's a Shemlin?
An elven slur for human.
It means you're not one of the people, and you should leave now.
What are the Dalish?
Who are you people?
We are the
That's a
last
stupid question.
Keep that in mind, Hawke. Elves you see elsewhere, figments of your imagination.
They have given up their identity to live among Shemlin. They're elven no more.
I don't want trouble.
I was given an amulet for someone named Marathari.
How do you know that name?
Wait, this is the one the Keeper spoke of.
A Shemlin? I thought he'd be an elf.
Enter the camp. Keeper Marathari has been waiting for you.
What the fuck?
Trouble, and you'll meet our blades, stranger.
Oh, she's changed quite a bit.
I was told to bring you this amulet.
Guess it's been a year.
Andaran Atishan, travelers. Indeed, I am Keeper Marathari. Let me look at you. There's truth in your face. A rare thing in a human. Tell me how this burden fell to you, child.
Were you expecting me?
Your guards said you spoke of me. How did you know I was coming?
I listened. To the wind, to the birds, as the hunters do, to my dreams. I watched the stars. There is great wisdom to be found all around us, if you know how to listen for it. But I was not certain. Nothing is certain.
Why bring the amulet here?
Are you the leader of these Dalish? Why did the witch tell me to bring this amulet to you?
I am the keeper of this clan. It is my task to guide my people and to ensure the old ways are not forgotten. As for Asha Belinar, I am tied to her, just as you are, by a debt that must be repaid.
What does the amulet do?
Exactly what have I been carrying around? Is it magic?
It is a promise, child. Made by one whose word still has weight. And therefore, it has terrible power. There are few things in this world stronger than a promise kept. Remember that.
I always keep my promises. That's why I'm here.
A dragon fell from the sky, charred some darkspawn, then asked me to bring you this amulet. No big deal.
You are blessed by luck, then. I will pray that Mithal watches over your path.
I finally have the pronunciation for that name. Mithal.
Dalish rite for the departed. Then, return the amulet to me. Do this and your debt will be repaid.
Are you going to teach me this rite for the departed?
I will send my first with you. She will see to it the ritual is done. And when it is complete, I must ask that you take her with you when you go.
Who are you sending?
Who is your first? First of what?
Your people would call her my apprentice, or heir. Meryl would have taken my place as keeper. But she has chosen a new path. Please, guide her safely from here.
What has Meryl done? As you... Weird.
That seems a little odd.
It is her wish, and I must grant it. You'll find Merrill waiting for you on the trail just up the mountain. Dareth Shiral.
Interesting. Interesting. Okay. Let's up. Let's do and my Connie. Ooh. Specialization. I'm gonna take back to back. That sounds good. The Tale of Ilorin. In the days after the rising of Zazakiel, the Dark Ones covered every corner of the land. The Archdemon drove all the nations of the world before him, Shemlin and Elven alike. In the far north, where the hills wander the plains and the earth is eternally baked beneath the uncaring sun, the land which the Shemlin call Anderfels, a clan of our people lived, struggling to survive the Blight. Ilorin was their keeper, a hunter in his younger days, crafty as any wolf. He led his people always just ahead of the Darkspawn who chased them. But the old hunter knew that even Hala cannot run forever. They must turn and fight or be run down. At the foot of the Murdain, the Darkspawn cornered Ilorin's clan. That night, the moon was strangled by clouds, concealed by a dread mist that rose out of nowhere, so that the Elven could not tell up from down. In the confusion, the Darkspawn attacked. But Ilorin had prepared for them. All around the camp, the hunters had strewn dry grass, brush, and brambles. When the sound of rustling footfalls began, Ilorin and the other Haren called upon the old magic. They struck out with lightning, and though the bolts missed the Darkspawn, they hit their target all the same. The sea of kindling lit, and not one of the dark creatures made it through the fire to reach Ilorin's clan. From the Tale of Ilorin, written by Zathrian, as it has been passed down from keeper to keeper for generations. Oh hey, Bethany leveled up from that. Let's give her...
And a run Atishan, stranger.
Balaslin. After my encounter with the Dalish elves on the road to Navarra, I studied every book on the elves I could find. I sought out legends and myths about history and tried to make sense of it all, but there is only so much one can learn from books. I knew that in order to truly understand the Dalish, I would have to seek them out. A dreadful idea in hindsight. In my defense, I was young and also inebriated when the idea popped into my head. Unfortunately, even after I had regained some measure of sobriety, the idea still held appeal. It proved remarkably resistant to my attempts to ignore it. I gave in after months of that nagging thought that at the back of my head and set out to learn about the Dalish firsthand. I tramped through the forests bordering Orlais for weeks before I finally found, or was found by, a Dalish hunter. I stumbled into one of his traps and suddenly was hanging from a tree with a rope about my ankles. So there I was, defenseless, upside down, with my robe above my head, my underclothes on display. Descriptions of my predicament might elicit laughter these days, but trust me when I say it was a situation I would not wish on anyone. Thankfully, my ridiculous appearance may have caused my captor to stay his hand. What threat is a silly human with his pants showing? So he sat, made a small fire, and began to skin the deer he had caught. I soon mustered the courage to speak. I tried to assure him that I was not there to harm him, but he laughed at this and replied that if I was there to harm him, I had failed terribly. Eventually we got to talking, and when I say talking, I mean that I asked him questions and occasionally he would deign to answer. He told me that while some Dalish actively seek out human travelers to rob or frighten, most of his people would rather be left alone. He seemed to believe that punishing humans for the past actions only led to more violence. I asked him about the intricate tattoos on his face. He told me they were called Valaslin, blood writing. His were symbols of Andruil the Huntress, one of the most highly revered elven goddesses. He said the Dalish mark themselves to stand out from humans and from those of their kin who have chosen to live under human rule. He said the Valaslin remind his people that they must never again surrender their beliefs. Oh! When he finished skinning the deer, he cut me down. By the time I had righted myself and conquered the dizziness, all of the blood rushing out of my head, he was gone. I do not recommend that my readers seek out the Dalish for themselves. I was very lucky to have met the man that I did, and to have walked away from our meeting unscathed. Perhaps the Maker watches over those who seek knowledge with an open heart. I certainly would like to think so. From In Pursuit of Knowledge, The Travels of a Chantry Scholar by Brother Genetivi. I didn't realize the Valaslin were symbols of the elven gods. Oh, okay. Well, now I wonder... Okay, I'll come back for some of the rest of these. Island! I'll come back for some of the rest of these codex entries later.
Wonderful. Make your business here quick.
Aye, aye. Realized they were... Well, now I want to know who I had on, Ilaria's face.
Oh, I didn't hear. You must be the one the Keeper told me about. Anethera.
I'm so sorry. I didn't ask your name. Unless... It's not rude to ask a human their name, is it? I'm Meryl, which you probably knew already. I'm rambling, sorry.
Why leave your clan?
Why are you leaving the Dalish for Kirkwall?
I have to. Let's leave it at that for now, alright?
Did you do something wrong?
I get the feeling you're in trouble.
It's not like that. Not exactly, anyway. The Keeper and I have disagreements, but it will sort itself out in time.
What was that?
Did you hear that strange noise?
Oh, I didn't hear anything.
Press X'd it out. What's the matter?
You seem awfully nervous.
You're only the second human I've seen up close. Last time was not a happy memory. A Grey Warden took away one of our hunters to fight the Darkspawn.
Oh.
I heard she fought the Archdemon. I wonder what's become of her.
She's happy. Well, at this point she's in Amaranthine, so happy might not be the right term, but she found some happiness. Nice to meet you.
My name is Hawke. Glad to make your acquaintance, Meryl.
Thank you. I'm afraid I'm not very experienced with your kind. The The Keeper said you came from Ferelden. I spent most of my life there. We only came north a few years ago. Have you been in the Free Marches long? Do you like it here?
It could be worse.
I miss the cold and the dirt. Kirkwall's not brown enough for me. But hey, no darkspawn.
Ferelden wasn't that brown. The dirt and muck gave it character. We should go. Your path is for Asher Bellinar. It's not wise to make her wait.
Tell me about this rite.
What do we have to do with the amulet?
It's a funeral of sorts. I'll perform it when we get to the mountaintop. Getting there is the tricky part. Our hunters haven't been able to reach the summit. Dark things are about.
Have you met Asher Bellinar?
Do you know the witch who sent me here?
No, not personally. My people tell stories of her, though. You're very lucky. Most people who meet Asher Bellinar wind up in little pieces, hanging from the trees.
You know about my task.
I take it you've been expecting me to bring this amulet for some time.
The Keeper brought us here to wait for you. I don't know much more than that. I do know that you have Asher Bellinar's amulet, and we must bring it to the altar on the mountaintop. Nothing more.
I'm ready to go.
Let's get this over with.
Okay. You know what, actually? I am... Whoa! That's not what I thought that was. We are going to... save here. I'm gonna try and say we'll be going up the mountain when we go. We're gonna save there for now. Whoops, that's not quite. That works. Because I've been going for about 5 hours, and that is a long time. Let's go see who we can raid into. Oh, okay. Atra is playing some Monster Hunter Wilds, so we'll go ahead and give them a... Thank you all so much for joining me tonight. I had a blast. I'm gonna have to figure out what to call the second part of the stream because I didn't change anything from last time, from the first part. I will be back next week with more Dragon Age 2, and possibly, I haven't quite settled my plans for Wild Magic Wednesday, but there might be a special stream with a special friend for a game that I have to see if I can actually fucking figure out how to get it back onto my computer. So we're gonna futz around with that a little bit. But anyways, thank you all so much for joining me this lovely Friday evening. I hope you all have a great rest of your weekend, and now we are off on a new adventure. Bye bye.